supposed to have started at 2:22, but yeah, life happens. We have not been live in 2 weeks, and so I felt like, oh, that's a little bit too long. So I definitely wanted to hop on and drop a tech tip for you guys. But before I do, so let me go back. I'm going to introduce myself for those of you who are not familiar with me. My name is Tasha. I'm one half of 22nd in Tech. T will not be joining me today. We help small businesses with their tech solutions and brand identity, brand design, brand development solutions, branding, marketing, material design, so to speak. We wanted to definitely, this is coming from both of us, but I'm here, T is not here. We wanted to definitely send out our prayers to everyone that has been or is in the path of Hurricane Ian. We grew up around hurricanes, so we understand the routine of preparing for a hurricane. And although I don't think we've ever experienced a direct impact, at least in my lifetime while living in Florida, but we've had like the effects of the rain, not really the aftermath, but the parts of the storm that occur during the hurricane, with the bands, the outer bands is what they call it. But I don't think we've ever had a direct hit that we've been a part of. If so, I think I probably was a little child. I don't know. Anyway, we still understand, like, it is a scary, stressful, trying time. And it also can be a time where, we get them every year. We're so used to getting them that we could really not take it as serious as we should. So we just want to say to everyone out there that has been affected and that may be affected, prayers to you guys. Try to stay safe, do what you can for your family to prepare, and just know that we send our love and prayers to you, especially our St. Pete family. Tech tip today is actually in alignment with Hurricane Ian. And in case anyone doesn't know, or if it's not something that you think about, any types of events, natural events that happen in the world could impact a business, whether it be due to power or due to power loss, electricity loss, whether it be to having to close down, or having to go and tend to your family or what have you, or evacuate. Natural disasters can affect businesses, do affect businesses, small and large, okay? Small and large, okay? No business is exempt from it. In larger corporations, they do have more contingency plans for things like this, so that there's a level of redundancy, or where, if a certain site or office can't work, they have other offices that kind of can pick up the slack if they're not affected. So I say all that to say, there are going to be a lot of small businesses that are going to have to slow their operations, or they're closed down during this time, because they have to prepare their family and themselves and their businesses, whether it's be the boarding up and sandbags and getting supplies and getting water, and the kids' schools are closed. They need to probably evacuate from their primary residence and go to maybe a family or friends, or a shelter, or even another state, just depending on what their plans are for their family. And it stops business, especially if you're a one 2 or 3 person operation, and all of you are live in the area that's being impacted. So one thing that you want to do once you get a second to sit down and take a breath from all the preparing, is to send out a mass communication to your customers, clients, vendors, partners, collaborators, whatever the case may be, to make them aware that there may be some delays or the offices may be closed for the rest of the week. Whatever verbiage applies to your particular situation. Be very customer friendly, of course, but you don't have to be so detailed. You're not tell them, oh, I got to close down because I got to go get supply. Like, not that, but think of it from a business standpoint, where you're just communicating with anyone that you are doing business with, that we may not respond in a timely manner due to the hurricane. Orders will be delayed because of the hurricane, blah, 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 blah. Okay? This communication can be done via your email marketing tool. It should definitely be done with your business email, especially to business partners, vendors that are not in your email marketing tool, because you're not marketing to them for services. You're collaborating with them for to deliver services. So they may not be in your email marketing tool, but they need to be notified or communicated with it as well. If you have text subscribers, that is a good idea as well. You want to send a mass text to your subscribers indicating, something short, brief, but to the point, that business is going to be delayed due to Hurricane Ian. Another option is, or another thing you should do, not necessarily an option, but you should do this as well, is if you have a website, it should be in your banner header, your pop-up. If you have something at the top, yes. If you don't have that, it should be at a pop-up that, due to Hurricane Irma, we apologize for any delays, blah, 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 blah. I mean, not Irma, Ian, sorry. And also your socials. You should make a social media post communicating this as well, and also your stories. Now, this is just a one-time communication. I mean, you don't have to necessarily keep sending updates until there is something to update, So heaven forbid, if something happens after Ian makes landfall and you need to be closed for an extended amount of time, then yes, you want to send an update at that time. But you don't have to update them, unless there is an update. And that's really up to you. I'm actually kind of getting out of scope a little bit when it comes to what your communication needs to say. That's totally up to you, or how frequently you want to communicate. However, you can use your technical tools to communicate to your people, your clients, customers, audience, followers, that we close, there's a delay. You don't want to assume that people know what's going on, because they may be from a different region as you, and they just may not know what's going on in your area. They may not know even where you are located or where your operations are located. Don't assume that people know, but definitely assume that they don't know, and communicate to them, so that that if they had any questions, they know that you in the area, the business is in the area that is affected by Hurricane Ian. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got.